Hello, ladies and gent. Welcome to episode 1 of Married After 35, a channel full of hope, encouragement, inspiration, and love stories. My favorite type of story. Today, we are addressing the big elephant in the room or in society age. You guessed it. That is why today's episode is titled Take Yourself Off the Clock. There is no clock. I want to share an encouraging verse from Ecclesiastes 3:11a. In the New International Version, it says, He, God, has made everything beautiful in its time. So as I mentioned before, I love stories, and whenever I come across a good one, I save it so I can come back to it whenever I need inspiration. Today, I'm going to share a few success stories of people who married after age 35. These stories come from threads on Reddit. So let's get into it. The first story is from unsubscribe_life, who says, Not me, but I know two older ladies now in their 50s and 60s who I deeply admire. They met their wonderful husbands in their late 30s and late 40s. One of them was born and grew up in China and met her husband, a university dean in the US, when she was 37 at an airport in China and moved to the US. Started all over again, barely spoke English then, and now is CEO at a large corporation in New York. Has a beautiful, smart Ivy League graduate daughter whom I'm friends with. Another is a colleague of my father, met her husband in church, a very successful and decent businessman. They are both incredibly kind people. Miss Amy 242 says, I have an uncle and an aunt who got married after they were both, I guess it doesn't say, but I assume after they were 35. They're both attorneys. They have 3 kids and 2 houses now. Next, Library Wench says, I met the love of my life after 35. I waited a long time, but was determined to only marry for true love. I never thought I'd feel this way, but it's better than I could have ever imagined, and I feel like everything before was just leading to this. And the GS 2017 says, I met my husband at 37. We got married fast because we were so sure. I'm 39, pregnant, very happy, and will hopefully give birth after turning 40. Before all that happened, I had to work hard to realize happiness could come without any of those things. Nothing can keep you from living your life fully. And the last story I want to share is this user says, don't have kids, but I married the love of my life at 38 after meeting him when I was 35. I had just gotten out of the worst relationship I had ever had, and my husband was supposed to be a rebound. But he ended up being the absolute best man I ever met. Not perfect, but pretty close. There is hope. So, again, I just want to share that to take yourself off the clock. There is no clock. I hope you found these stories encouraging. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and comment below with a story about someone who married after age 35. Remember, your story might just be the next one I share. And as you wait, remember to wait joyfully. Keep loving God, love yourself, and love your neighbor. Take care.